Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So, interesting. We do have the same fallen angel as the previous sign of Sagittarius. So, you have Fornius, and it is about honesty. So this is a card of needing to get honest with yourself about something. It could be being honest and clear about your aims, your goals. If you're honest with yourself, especially having to do with your situation, then all will go well. Okay? So let's delve deeper into that, find out what exactly is going on here. You received the symbol of Aries. You are in the North Node and the 5th house. So let's begin with Aries. I feel like there's been some very intense reactions to specific situations that you're having a difficult time to let go of. It could be that you have done something impulsive and don't know, maybe that incurred some type of loss for you. And I say that because Aries can get very impatient when things don't go their way, but they won't give up. They love to win and they hate to lose. So it could be that you could be carrying some intense reactions because maybe you lost something. So surrounding that, possibly, possibly also some very intense feelings with regards to a decision that was taken. Now we're in the 5th house, and the 5th house is about pastimes, amusements. It's about gambling in love, and it is about hobbies, romance. It is about all of the things that make you feel good. Rules, fun and games, risk-taking. And Aries, So Aries is typically very honest, but they may lie to get themselves out of trouble. I feel like you need to get honest with yourself about your reasons for doing something, a decision you took, or something you said, because Aries symbol can indicate somebody who was very direct, very blunt, because they don't mince words. They don't beat around the bush. So they would have, if they had something on their mind, they just would have said it. If they were upset, if they had they could have had an intense reaction, said something, and it incurred some type of loss. They may have taken a gamble on something and lost, or on someone and lost. They could have, oh yeah, well, with the 5th house, they could have made some type of power play that cost them. Yeah, they could have had an intense reaction, decided in the moment to do or make some type of power play, but they ended up losing something. So they took a risk and they lost. All right, so you're in the North Node. So the North Node determines your fate, your spiritual purpose that you're meant to fulfill, okay? It's also associated with karma and is a product of what you learned in past lives. It represents the path that you're growing into through this life. So it's your destiny. Um, the North Node or True Nord, True Node is a point in your birth chart that reflects the moon's nodes and represents where you're going to learn life lessons. So you could be indeed learning a life lesson. I see you have the wheel and it is in the reverse. So something has not been learned that is needed. And maybe something was something you did impulsively, or the way you reacted has resulted in some type of karma. Aries in the North Node is lessons and rewards around themes of leadership, of learning, of balance, of prioritizing your own goals, of cultivating courage, of trusting your gut and embracing your desires. So this is where you should look. Themes of leadership or leading by example. Maybe you're holding out on something. Maybe you need to take the first step in this and maybe be honest with yourself and admit to something. Maybe you need to trust in your gut, trust in your intuition, and embrace your desires. So let's continue. We'll move on to the cards here. Okay. Ten of Wisdom. The Ten of Wisdom is, see, okay, so that brings me to the fifth house. This is about the things you value, valued things, belonging, where you belong. It is about gambling or taking a gamble, gambling and winning. You may be looking at what you got. You want to win, clearly. And you may be looking at what you got. You're looking for the lesson. You're looking for some type of wisdom in the past having to do with a flame that went out, or a passion that was put out, or something was put out. You may have taken a gamble, experienced a loss, and you're looking to bring it back to life. So you're examining this with the hermit and seeking this wisdom. About how to do it, or what you needed to learn, or what went wrong, or can we bring this back to life? Can I bring this back to life? Okay, so this person is looking back at someone they lost and trying to figure out what went wrong. Okay, what did I do wrong? And definitely they're delving into the emotions, into the spilled cup. They're thinking about what exactly happened. They're looking at the breakup in order to figure this out. There's something they're not seeing, or something that they are avoiding here, because the eyes of the moon in this image are closed. And it is something of an emotional nature. They could also be hiding their feelings. They're looking, okay, so they're looking through the emotions, trying to get the bigger picture, because this would be trying to get the bigger picture, perhaps of what went wrong at a specific meeting or at a specific time, place. Um, I think that this person is hiding their feelings for you, but this is also about hidden feelings that they've been avoiding to look at. I feel like they're seeking a direction. Um, Paying attention to signs. They're looking for signs for hope, signs of hope that maybe they can bring this back to life. Um, they're looking at something outside of them, but really they need to look inside themselves, because that's where the change will begin. Um, so they're wondering, this is an assessment about a direction, and that direction is, can we get this, can we work this out? Can we get this out of this rather choppy water that that we're sitting in, or that I'm sitting in, and fix this? There's the moon. Okay, so there's a real, okay, in order to see the lesson, is what I'm seeing right here. In order to see the lesson, they're going to have to get honest with themselves about something they've been running from, something that they've been afraid to look at or have been avoiding to look at. Now they need to look at it. They need to get honest with themselves about it in order to turn the wheel of fortune back in the upright, in order to see the lesson. The reason it's in the reverse, and the reason everything is turned upside down, is because there's something this person has been avoiding to look at. You can clearly see here, they're in the Five of Love. Again, you see, Aries symbol, and this here, because Aries is speaking to a very intense reaction, or a very intense situation, or a reaction to something. Well, they had a very intense reaction. We can see that here in the red. Look at the red. Look at how they're sitting. They've had a very intense reaction to those swords. So they had this very intense reaction because of something that happened to them a long time ago, because of something that caused some damage and created a mindset of fear. This person has had a bad experience. And so now it creates this pattern, and they feel like bad things are going to happen all the time. So something needs to be let go, and it is that mindset that needs to go, and there's been resistance to it. Doesn't even want to look at it. He's looking at the death card reverse, like, oh no, I'm not going there. I don't want to go there. Okay, so because why? Because whatever happened to them a long time ago was very, very painful. That's why. But it is necessary. And these cards are all saying that this is why they're stuck in this energy, is because they're not looking at something that they need to look at in order to move forward or to grow on their path and turn the wheel back upright. I'm going to turn it upright for you. This is a love connection, and this person is very worried. Uh, the rose points up, and it's pointing up to the Eight of Swords. So a lot of worry. The card of imprisonment is on the other side. The Eight of Cups on the other side, looking back at what they've lost. So somebody feels like whatever it is that they've been avoiding to look at, whatever the reason was, whatever the root issue was, they're afraid this other person won't understand. But I mean, I feel that if the other person loves you, they will understand. I figure, that this is just a fear. The Wheel of Fortune in this position is telling you that you need to go with the flow of things. The reason things have been a bit chaotic and you've been stuck is because you're resisting the flow. So in reverse, it speaks to lessons not learned. Lessons will repeat if you don't get them, if you keep avoiding to look at what needs your attention. You will have to repeat this type of energy. And why would you want to do that? So they could indicate that there is a challenging time ahead, especially if you have to go back and look at something painful, but it will free you up and allow you to grow. So this talks about a change that might be difficult to adjust to. It's most likely what it's saying is that your current situation is a result of a decision that you made. You need to in order to take control of your situation, you must take ownership of your choices in order to learn from this situation. And that is what they're telling you. And that, once you do that, the wheel turns upright and movement can then be seen. If, if you've been unlucky in love, and it feels like you feel you have, then you need to look at your choices and behavior and learn from them. We choose the lessons that we're meant to learn in this life. And you can change your luck by learning from your past and applying these karmic lessons to your future. So, try going with the flow instead of against it. You have a new beginning that is waiting for you. It's just waiting for you. You will be given the opportunity to make this change, and this could happen as soon as 7 days, but I mean, for some it could take longer. You will have the chance to speak. There's some type of message coming in, and possibly for some, like I said, it can be as early as 7 days or 1 week. For others, depending where you are in the energy, it could be longer. All right? a chance to speak your truth, to clear things up, to be honest. A chance to change things. Yeah, that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.